Then I have changed my mind. I see no point in creating a home for women who have no more sense than a common vandal.
Oh, one poor demented creature externalizing her miseries.
Must I send for a warder, or will you leave this office of your own accord?
I understand, dear. It's a bad time of the month.
God, how much longer are they going to keep us here for?
As long as it suits them, I suppose.
Oh, Sid's just been waiting for a chance to sack me.
Would he do that?
Yes, he's done it once already.
But he took you back, and you do your work, don't you?
My work and more.
One thing about a Wentworth girl, she tries harder.
She has to.
Well, then why should he fire you?
Oh, he doesn't like me being there while his son's around. I told you about Jeff.
I thought he was back at uni.
Oh, he is, but he drops in from time to time.
Well, if he's there to supervise you, I don't know what he's worrying about. Now, if you were B...
Poor old B. She certainly didn't last long outside.
I think she enjoyed herself.
Oh, I couldn't bear knowing that I'd never get out. I mean, it's bad enough as it is, having one foot in, one out.
Yeah, sort of like being on another planet. I look at those kids at uni with almost nothing on their minds, and sometimes I'm amazed that we even speak the same language.
Did they ask you out?
Yeah, parties and barbecues. I'm running out of excuses not to go. One boy came up to me the other day and said, are you a nun in civvies or something?
Oh, I know. I see them on the bus coming home, planning where they'll go, what to do. I don't know.
Don't worry, Lynn. Our time will come. We're really the lucky ones.
Warning 407.
The dog squad fellow wants us to keep it lock to contain the area until they flash right through it.
Oh, is she still there? Yeah. Looks kind of Greek or something. Funny you don't often get them on the game. No onions.
I told him.
7.
You want to get her out of the cold?
Sure. I always arrest people with a cup of coffee in one hand and a hamburger in the other. Use your head. You got all the bloody onions, didn't you?
Irini, what are you doing here? It's not right for a nice Greek girl. Irini, do you hear me? Μην ελληνικά τέσσα. Πες να το μάθει ο Σταύρος. Και ο αδερφός σου. Τι θα πω στον Αλέκο?
I think that one spotted us.
Oh,
Η αστυνομία. Άντε να φύγω παιδί μου. Πουλάκια κάνουνε τα μάτια σου. Θεέ μου, δεν έχεις άδικο.
Silly. What's your name? We know what you've been up to. There's been complaints.
Παράτε με ήσυχη, δεν έκανα τίποτα.
What? Speak English.
Δεν μιλάω αγγλέζικα. Δεν καταλαβαίνω τι μου λες. Σημαίνει να φύγω.
No English? Oh, great.
How does she stay in business then?
Oh, dear, you're confined to barracks. That's a shame.
Stayed to keep me company, didn't you, Wonk?
I didn't, and don't call me Wonk.
Well, don't get off your bike. I was only joking.
Did the governor say for how long?
Ooh, the governor now. I wonder whatever happened to Eric.
Maybe they'll let you work in the garden here. I'd give you a hand.
Yeah, like last time.
That was different. I was all upset about Frankie.
Oh, I can't be bothered, Doreen.
Oh, you don't want to come back and work in the laundry? Tell you what, we'll ask Mrs. Davidson if we can both go and work in the garden.
She's not in the mood for favours.
I'll ask her.
You'll ask her?
Yeah, I'm game. And you wouldn't feel so locked up out there among the cabbages.
I thought the DeVere woman was going to pay all those expenses.
Originally, that was the idea. But I shouldn't be at all surprised if she changes her mind about that as well. I think we ought to be prepared to foot the bill ourselves.
What will we put it down to? Public relations?
That was the general idea of the exercise.
Pretty expensive exercise.
It certainly was. Are you sure these figures are correct?
Well, the kitchen staff's usually pretty reliable.
We seem to have used an inordinate amount of cream and eggs.
With that Goddard woman running the show, God knows what they pinched.
Well, the rest of the list's quite reasonable. What on earth could the women do with all that cream and eggs?
Probably stuffed themselves silly.
Oh, it's not possible, not this amount. Besides, they were supervised the entire time during the operation. Weren't they?
I needed Williams outside.
Oh, really, Vera? You left them alone in the kitchen after what happened last time.
I needed her outside with all those people milling around. Anyway, I don't know why you let Goddard in the kitchen again.
Very well, point taken.
She can't be trusted. None of them can.
I said point taken, Vera.
Mrs. Davidson?
What are you doing in here, Anderson? Get back to the laundry.
I want to speak to Mrs. Davidson.
Then you make an appointment with the duty officer like everyone else. Get back to work.
It's all right, Miss Bennett. What is it?
Could, Lynn and me work in the garden, please?
Oh, Miss Bennett, would you check those figures again, please? All the prisoners have been confined to the main building. What makes you think you and Warner should be given special consideration?
Oh, it's not that, Mrs. Davidson. It's just that with everybody working on the inside, well, there aren't enough jobs to go around.
Well, I'm sure Miss Bennett could fix that up for you.
With pleasure.
Oh, but there's millions of things to do out in the garden, and since Lynn went on work release, well, things got real bad out there.
I had no idea you cared so much, Doreen.
Oh, yeah?
Almost as much, it seems, as you care about working in the kitchen. Perhaps you could tell me how you managed to use so much cream and eggs when preparing a few savouries.
Yeah. Oh, well, we did break a few things, Mrs. Davidson, but we cleaned up the mess. And if we was out in the garden, well, then we couldn't break nothing, could we? Oh, I'm real sorry about that, Mrs. Davidson, and I'm sorry about the tally. We all are. But Lynn and me, we didn't do nothing, honest. I wanted that colour tally more than anything, Mrs. Davidson, and Lynn's so miserable about losing her work release and being all shut up inside, and we'd be real good, promise.
Promise? Who do you think you're kidding, Anderson?
Go back to the laundry, Doreen, and I'll think about it. Maybe tomorrow.
Oh, gee, Mrs. Davidson. Thanks. We'll be real good.
Mrs. Davidson, you can't be serious about...
Vera, would you please refrain from telling me what I can and cannot do? Now, shall we continue?
Αλέκο, τι ώρα είναι αυτή? Γιατί άργησες? Και μάλιστα απόψε.
Speak English, Tessa, speak English. If you do not speak English, how will Irene learn?
Irene? She is nothing but trouble to this house.
My sister is not trouble.
Your sister has been arrested by the αστυνομία.
She has papers, we saw to that.
The police thinks she goes with men for money.
Του δρόμου? Πρόστιχα? No, not Irene. It must be a mistake. A language mistake. Tessa, why did you let this happen?
I could do nothing. Nothing. I ran. You know why I ran.
Tessa, are you crazy? She's to be married to Stavros. Do you know what he's going to do when he finds out? We must go to the police.
No.
We must release her.
Not the police.
But we cannot leave her in jail.
Get Stavros. He is her man.
Where is Stavros?
Get his uncle then. His uncle is a δικηγόρος. Στέφανος Michael will know what to do.
Yes. He will tell them it's a mistake. They'll apologize to Irene and let her come home.
This was a really great idea, wasn't it? It's better than being in the laundry like we were yesterday. Oh, look! A worm! Want it down your neck?
Oh, grow up, Doreen.
We could start a worm farm. Only, how would you tell the difference between girl worms and boy worms?
Look, I don't know and I don't care.
You're not still worried about that old job, are you? I think it's been real good out here, digging all week, you know, and getting sweaty and stuff. Don't you think it's been real good?
Oh, it's not like being on the outside.
I didn't have much fun on the outside.
Well, what do you expect? You were on the run.
You weren't, and you didn't do much good for yourself either.
Yeah, well, next time it'll be different.
I've heard all that before.
Right, inside you two. Paddy wagon's coming through.
It's not me you have to worry about, Mrs. Jackson. She's the one who wants to nick off.